So you may worry about that, but those things just, if they're going to happen, they're going to happen. It's like Final Destination. Sometimes crazy stuff happens and everyone gets hurt, and there's nothing you can do about it, just like that movie.
All right, so the biggest story yesterday, no Astros game, so we didn't have that. We had C.J. Gardner-Johnson going down, and it was immediately reported that it was an ACL. Now, it wasn't an ACL, but it looks like it's a season ender.
Let's wait.
Confirmation, but we did have DeMeco. It was like a funeral with DeMeco yesterday. I mean, it was bad. It looked bad, and maybe it's better than what it looked like. And the reports of an ACL were unfounded, and it was proven that it's not. Maybe C.J. Gardner-Johnson is going to be back, but DeMeco after practice, this is what he had to say, and he's none too happy.
Yeah, of course, it's heartbreaking when you see a guy go down on the field like that and doesn't get up quickly. So I'm always, nervous as a head coach anytime I see anybody hit the ground. It's tough to watch. So we'll see, we'll evaluate CJ, see where he is, but no update at this time.
No update, and that's, you know what? It's a good thing that we're not hearing that he's done for the season. Immediately we heard Rashawn Slater done. That came right after C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Dude just signed a big deal. Rashawn Slater done. Does that change your attitude towards the Chargers?
Yes. Yeah. Right? It's a huge concern.
Yeah.
We're talking about a guy who's a good run blocker and pass protector, and the Chargers, who I think have a great shot or who I thought had a great shot at winning the division. It makes it way tougher when you don't have – I got to see who their other tackle is. But, typically when you have an all-pro caliber tackle, you're not going to have someone great behind him. That's there's a lot of money being spent, and so you may go cheaper in terms of a swing tackle. I'll have to see this. But, yeah, it has – anytime you lose a player of that caliber on the offensive line – now, they are going to run it a lot. So that's the one difference is you're not going to be as dependent upon the pass as probably the Texans are, which makes it a bigger concern for us because no matter what you think, they can try to run it, they can want to run it, but if Joe Mixon's not there, you're just not going to have the same success.
Wasn't it Slater who signed the big deal and his ex after he just got divorced?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Rashawn Slater. Yeah, didn't sign his deal until.
And his ex-wife had to come out and say, guys, okay, can you leave me out of this?
Yeah. And everyone's like, what a dirty man this is. And other guys were, that's right, treat her like that. That's what she deserves. I'm just saying, people have opinions on everything.
Everything.
Nothing right. Even.
Leave that man's his marital
So they
status.
got Trey Pipkins at left tackle. So he's been there forever, since 19. He's a functional tackle. It's not great over there for them, though. It's not great. I mean, Jamari Sawyer, he's played some guard. They've got him at right tackle right now for the Chargers. He played over at Ohio State on the right side. He played some left tackle, I think, at Ohio State, if I remember correctly, but maybe it was just right tackle. But whatever it is, they just that's a big loss. That's a big loss.
Yeah.
I wonder if Pipkins, they'll just step in with Pipkins and just say, all right, we'll go with him. Not a very strong player, but we'll see what we can do with him.
Yeah. So what are we looking for tomorrow with the Texans? Afternoon game against
based on so I don't know if we have this, but he was asked. DeMeco said some of the starters, they're going to hold some out. Some of them won't play. There are going to be others who start. I tried to find out what his thoughts were. Unsuccessfully, I tried to find out what his thoughts were on continuity for the offensive line because, when I think about the offensive line, I'm thinking, well, they probably, you could be terrified of somebody's going to get an ACL tear like Slater. Was that his injury? Was Slater an ACL?
Yeah, but it was a practice.
Patellar.
It's patella, yeah. So you may worry about that, but those things just, if they're going to happen, they're going to happen. It's like Final Destination. Sometimes crazy stuff happens and everyone gets hurt, and there's nothing you can do about it, just like that movie. However, they need to play together, man. Ursary needs to be getting snaps.
Oh, yeah.
These guys all need to have snaps with each other for continuity's sake. And I don't know how DeMeco's going to handle that. Is he going to keep out Titus Howard? Like, I'm almost to the point where I wouldn't keep out any offensive lineman, except for the fact that you just really can't afford to lose Titus Howard. But
you want to play your starters. You want them to get some continuity. You want them to get some experience together. But you also want to see Jared Patterson. You want to see Blake Fisher. I mean, not Jared Patterson. You want to see Jake Andrews. You want to see Blake Fisher. You want to even see Ed Ingram. Those guys got to be on the field too. You got to see who's going to back up, right?
Right.
And if they're good enough, or are you just moving on? Trent Brown. Is Trent Brown alive? I don't know. I haven't heard a word about.
He's come back from patellar injury.
Yeah.
The thought is they're just going to sit on him for a while, pup him, and if you get an injury and guess what? If you get an injury to a tackle, here comes Trent Brown. That's the thought.
I think this whole game is just okay. Let's watch this offensive line. We're not worried about. Obviously now you're thin at safety, with the another arrest of Jimmy Ward and the injury to C.J. Gardner-Johnson, but that would be a worry. Otherwise, Christian Harris is not going to play. He's had a walkthrough. He's not going to play. So I don't know how much you're going to play Azeez or Toa or whatever you're going to do at linebacker. I think you're set there. You're set on your defensive line. Wide receivers, you'd like to see him make some plays, but it's going to be with Davis Mills, right? Or Graham Mertz. It's not going to be CJ. But you certainly like that. But you're going to see all young guys. But the thing that you want to watch tomorrow is definitely the offensive line. They've got to stop, especially since they're going to be facing, their second teamers and third teamers. If they can't handle that, we got a problem. There's a problem. So to me, this whole thing is just about the offensive line and see if they can open up some holes and protect the quarterback. That's what this whole thing is about. If you guys got any thoughts, you're more than welcome to get in.
Are you expecting to see that? Probably not tomorrow.
What?
Well, open the holes and protect the quarterback. I don't know. That
I would. Yeah,
snaps.
Why not? Why can't they?
I just don't know that there's enough snaps.
That they can't open up a hole for a running back?
Well, they might be able to, but I just don't know how many snaps the O-line's getting, and I don't know who's being held out.
I don't care who's in there.
Oh, you do. Do you care? Well, no, I guess not, because some of these guys are
Blake Fisher
and Juice Scruggs and
Jake Andrews.
So Jake is second team right now,
right?
But I expect him to start the next one.
But guess what? If Jared Patterson doesn't perform, he's out there. Juice Scruggs, okay. If he's got to move into the starter because Titus Howard's got to go to the right tackle, then you know what, Juice Scruggs, you got to block. You got to show that you can block. Listen, you're going to be 9 deep on that offensive line, and all of them have got to be pretty good because you never know when your number's called.
By the way,
are we sure CJ's not playing?
Well, he probably will.
Well, he said he was holding.
Maybe a series or two.
He played the first preseason game last year.
But he said he was holding some starters out this year.
Yeah, I wonder, because CJ played last year, and with the new system, I wonder if they give him a series.
Maybe.
I bet Stingley doesn't play.
Maybe.
Yeah, Stingley, why? They don't need to see him.
Stingley won't play. WAJ won't play. Hunter probably doesn't play.
But if you're rolling that starting offensive line out there, why not just have your starting quarterback out there for a series?
Just in case that starting offensive line.
What if that offensive line sucks?
Well, you might want to find out at some point.
After Richardson got hit, they were like, "Nah, we're good."
Maybe
that's the Richardson thing. That was
I know.
Bring CJ in the third quarter when they're playing their fourth stringers.
And you're playing your fourth stringers?
No, you got your first stringers back out there. Start the second half. We got to see how we go into the locker room and prepare for the second half. Yeah. We start the starters. That's what we're going to do. But against their fourth teamers. I don't want CJ. Listen, I saw Anthony Richardson go down yesterday. I don't need that in my life.
But that was on Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, it might be on CJ. Who knows?
Well, CJ started in the preseason last year in their first game, I believe, and Laramie Tunsil wasn't playing, right? I don't think Laramie Tunsil played the first game of the preseason, so they have run him out there with backups before. At this point, I don't know if DeMeco operates based on fear. If you're going to have your starting 5 out there, except you won't because Cam Robinson won't play, Yeah, give him a series. Just a series. Make
No,
a couple
I'd be fine
dropbacks,
with
and that's
CJ.
it.
I'd be fine with CJ playing a series. That's fine. Whatever. But not,
We're not extending
extensive.
things. No.
No. All right. And hopefully it would be nice if they move the ball. That would be nice.